Stu and Dave Do America presents New U.S. Citizen versus the Pledge of Allegiance.
My boy Papito has been a citizen of the United States for 3 years. He does not know the Pledge of Allegiance.
What do you mean I don't know it?
Do it.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America.
Of America.
And to the republic for which to understand.
No. You're not even doing it right, though.
How am I not doing it right, bro? Bro, how do I got my membership? I mean, my citizenship. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. A for the republic for which to understand. One nation, under God, indivisible or invisible. And for all. That's it, bro.
To the republic.
Into the republic.
And not into, and to the republic.
I think it was into the republic.
What are you talking about, dude?
Like, I come into the republic. Like, I'm a republic. No, I'm not.
No.
On the allegiance to the God.
He's closer than a lot of Americans, I think, can get to it these days.
I think he's trying.
Yeah.
And you have to admit that up until, sixth grade, when we used to do this in school, we all thought it was invisible.
Oh, yeah.
With liberty and justice for all.
We definitely thought the country was invisible.
He's just like, invisible with libraries and plantains for all. Like, it all just, he's trying, and I got to give him credit.
I got to say, too, this is a mild criticism here, Dave. If you're a citizen for 3 years, are you really still a new U.S. citizen? I feel like at that point, the basics, like the Pledge of Allegiance, which, by the way, you need to know to become a citizen, I think you'd know it by 3 years in.
I think you should, but at the same time, he learned it later where we were all kind of, I don't want to say indoctrinated, but we were trained. We were trained.
Yes. Because I only hear it in the pacing that I said it, like, and liberty and justice for all. Like, and then, you know what I hear after that, which is ridiculous, because I don't know how many years it's been since I said this, but I hear stay standing up. Because when I first learned it, with liberty and justice for all, stay standing up. Because we had to do something after that. I think it was maybe the pledge, the national anthem or something. So they would say, everyone would just sit down afterward, and I could hear my teacher saying, "Stay standing up," as if it's part of the actual Pledge of Allegiance. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, no, I mean, I see exactly what you mean. We did something after it too. I don't remember what.
Well,
but it was, you did have
your
to stay
history in
standing
school.
up.
It was probably something behind the school.
Yeah, I don't remember. Yeah, it was.
Maybe not that young. Maybe not that young. Okay.
Who knows?
Who knows? You can't remember. That's the whole fun of doing things behind the school. Okay. We have an interesting story today that I don't know that people know about. You should know about it. Let's do the rise of Big Brother. Welcome to Stu and Dave Do America. I'm Stu Burguiere along with Dave Landau.
Ahoy, we meet again.
Lots of big things.
Yes.
By the way, how was the Ted Nugent event?
Amazing.
Yeah.
We got to hang out in his trailer. He gave my son a bunch of pics. His wife's really awesome. His son's really cool, Rocco. They showed us all his guitars that were from like when he was playing for 300,000 people in like the 70s from all these videos I recognized. It was really cool. And there was a lot of politicians and hopefully the next governor and stuff. But yeah, that part was my favorite.
Big crowd?
Yeah, it was pretty good. It was kind of in the middle of nowhere, and it was their first concerts. So, but we had probably about 1,000, which was not bad for literally in the middle of Michigan where no one had ever heard of it.
And you live there, so you should know. But
even one of the guys who was running, I'm like, give it up for the first black man in Farwell, Michigan. He like took a bow. He was a very good sport about it.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, it was fun.
All right, very, very cool. By the way, you have other dates coming up as well at davelandau.com. You want to go through a couple?
Yes, I will be in Albuquerque, New Mexico, August 7th and 8th. Glendale, Arizona, August 14th and 15th. Ohio, Cleveland, that's August 20th at Hilarities, and the Traverse City Comedy Club, the 21st and 22nd of this fine month in Michigan.
Get those tickets at davelandau.com. Also, Dave, we're within now 100 days until the election. I think it's 99 days today.
Really?
Yeah, that's not terrifying. Only knows what's going to be happening after that to our country. But we are going to be covering those elections and who's going to win, who's going to lose, if you can make a profit on those elections and prediction markets over on predictableshow.com. We've got a cool announcement coming up later today as well as on that front. So join us over there at predictableshow.com. And of course, join us as part of the BlazeTV community. We love our BlazeTV community. I was just talking to somebody here the other day. We get some cool new additions and new things coming to Blaze TV. So get on board, blazetv.com/Stu and Dave. The code is Stu and Dave.
Oh. Also, I want to thank our fans. Sometimes they bring me awesome gifts. So I have to gift you your head. Give you some head.
Oh,
Here you go.
Please don't ever say that again. This is awesome. Oh my gosh, it looks just like me.
It does.
Incredibly skeptical, and I look annoyed at the world. This is a very
it's pretty spot on.
It's pretty spot on.
And then mine is
it's got a little. If you look at the profile, a little bit of a nice double chin going in there. That's perfect.
It's just in case your weight fluctuates.
Right.
I told them it was important. Mine does too. I'm not throwing stones here. Yeah. I'm not throwing biscuits.
This is great. Do we know who did this, Dave, or do we just?
I don't know if I want to give them full name credit on the show. They'll have to let me know. I never know if people want public name. You know what I mean?
Understandable. Why would you want to be associated? I thought about the show maybe being called Blank and Dave because I didn't want to be known that I was on it. So I understand.
I don't blame you. I wouldn't either. But I got this one, which was I had at Normal World. But what they did give me, which I think is a real prize. It is the Stu and Dave AIDS joke counter. And right now we're at 28, which a fan says, and this, of course, is movable, and there's other pieces that came with it to get us into the thousands.
Oh, wow, okay.
So they are excited about where this is going to go. So we have the AIDS joke counter.
There's no way they're going to let us stay on the air long enough to get to the thousands.
I think they will.
Really?
I think if we just keep our heads low, kind of stay out of everybody's way who own the company.
Right.
They won't even notice we're here.
Act like we're not even here.
Yeah.
They don't even know we're doing
Most
the show.
of America has.
Right? Our taping times are suddenly like 2:30 a.m. Why would you?
Why? Oh, we just got to sneak in and do it real quick.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Well, this is awesome. Thank you for whatever anonymous listener was willing to do all this and put this effort in. It's like a 3D printed situation. It's really cool.
Yes, it is.
And so thank you, and thank you for this, because this is something I think people will appreciate. People really do keep track of how many jokes were made on this particular topic.
They do, and that's the only reason why we know is because of fans who on Twitter have let us know that this is the number thus far.
I've seen some argument about it too. Like they're annoyed that one person thinks it's 27, the other one thinks it's 29. There's like a fight going on, like a civil war brewing.
Yes,
as to how many AIDS jokes have been made on this program.
They're also wondering if like one counts or if it doesn't because of the subtlety of it. So it really is an exciting time.
We need like an AIDS joke Supreme Court that can litigate these things, come through and figure out like when those tough calls happen. We need to have an official ruling as to whether it counts or not.
I agree. We do need an AIDS, basically a Wapner. And we need him to come in and let people know what the deal is.
An HIV Wapner?
Yeah, an HIV Wapner.
Okay. If you want to be our HIV Wapner, you can apply for that job on on X or on Blaze TV. Just put it in the comments. I would like to be the official show HIV Wapner, and that will be shown out of context, and it will probably get several people canceled, but hopefully not us. We're only here at 2:30 in the morning.
All that matters. We sneak in here to do the show, like we said. So if you want to be HIV Wapner, you let us know. Court is in session.
What could possibly go wrong? I can't think of anything. And
regression. It's a regressive illness.
It is. It is. Dave.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm glad you got to some of the science on the issue.
I like to look into things. I hear it's bad.
You hear it's bad. Well, that's good. It's you don't want. It's funny you mentioned this. I went on a
AIDS walk.
No, sadly, no. I've never been on one.
No, you're like, I don't care if they die.
It's not really the AIDS part. It's really the walking. That's my problem with it. I don't like doing that at all.
I'm not even going on an AIDS drive around.
I was on I went on a YouTube, I don't know, what do they call it? Rabbit hole on Tommy Morrison, the boxer who was in Rocky V, who was an actual boxer, became heavyweight champion of the world. Also had a little bit of an affliction with the HIV and the AIDS that wound up ending his life, though he wound up later on just denying it.
Was that Tommy Gunn?
Yes, Tommy Gunn.
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
okay.
It was Tommy Gunn in Rocky V. His real name was Tommy Morrison. He became, he was a really legitimately good boxer, though. I guess spent all of his time just
got slower with AIDS.
Women. Yeah, it did get very slow over time. but wound up that he was just hooking up with everybody, I guess, in his prime. And that was something that wound up having some negative consequences for the man. He wound up going through this, had to retire from boxing, then decided he had been lied to about the positive AIDS test and said he didn't have it. Tried to get relicensed, eventually did, fought a couple of times, then went into like some mixed martial arts after a while. There's something about the collapse of these stories that is fascinating to me. And he basically to the end of his life said, nah, I never really got HIV until he died of AIDS.
HIV.
Yes.
They were like, you certainly do.
Yeah, it was a good point. You know how you have those Twitter back and forth, sometimes you can't tell who won. It feels like the AIDS won on that one.
It's nice that he just swore he didn't have it so much that he's like, listen, lady, I'm not putting on this condom.
I'm fine. Don't worry about it.
Positive.
You got to be, I don't know what kind of man you have to be able to get someone to overlook that little, those three letters.
Your last name is Gun because your penis is lethal.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
I see. You never thought about it that way, did you?
Wow. That was really, did Sylvester Stallone like know something in advance?
He might have sent me some lines.
Dave was one of the when they do the montages where Tommy Gunn is knocking people out, Dave was one of the alternates for that.
I was, yes. Yeah. There's one he does with fists, and then there's another one that didn't make the movie.
It's a little darker.
But it wipes people out.
It does. You know what?
Hold on. Let me just switch these.
What are we up to now?
I think we got to go at least 30, right?
Let's just move it to 30, and we'll have HIV Wapner tell us what the real number is.
That was at least there was at least a few.
It really was. By the way, get your if you have one of these at home. If you've bought, do we sell these on the?
We should market the Stu and Dave's AIDS joke counter just for your own home.
I don't know. It's just StuDoesMerch.com. I know there was we used to at least a link to our BlazeTV merch page. Nice. And maybe we can add these. I'm sure the company will be very excited about it. But maybe if we come in at 2:30 and we just put the order in, they're not going to know about it. I will say this number is going to go much, much higher later this week because we're going to talk about the Fauci diaries.
Oh boy!
And we might need to get to the thousands.
I was going to say you shouldn't be concerned of the thousands because that man is a monster.
And as monstrous as all the bad things that he's done over his life, the fact that he kept a diary is maybe the most annoying thing about him.
That's what I thought too.
It's so irritating to me. We have to get into this.
Who keeps a diary unless you're Anne Frank's dad or whoever wrote it? You know what I'm saying.
Are you a historian? Have we covered this officially, or is it just a?
I just want to say the most insensitive thing.
Okay, now let's take a break because we have Lauren Fix coming up.
Oh, I'm sure is she still on the phone?
No, I hope she's not on now. By the way, what's she doing up at 2:30 in the morning? I'm not very concerned about that.
Strange.
Coming back from the bars or something. I don't know.
Tommy Gunn lifestyle.
Never thought about that with Lauren. But she is going to join us to talk about this big brother issue that's going on. This is hitting you in your community, whether you know it or not. This is basically everywhere in the country right now. And it is a real invasion into our privacy. I feel like we haven't had a conversation about it at all. Right. There's no big national discussion as to whether this should be happening or not. She's an automotive expert. If you don't know Lauren, she's great. Lauren Fick's is going to join us next to talk about these issues with these cameras that are invading your life, whether you like it or not. Back in a second. Yeah. One of the biggest financial decisions you'll ever make usually starts with one very simple sentence. I think we're ready to move. And that sounds exciting and sounds great until you realize how many things have to go right to make all that happen. You need the price of your current home to correctly fund the next one, right? You need to find the next one. You need to negotiate. You need to have the inspections. You need to have the paperwork and the financing and about 1,000 other things that you need. That's why Glenn Beck decided to start realestateagentsitrust.com. The man lives a complicated life. I will say that Glenn Beck. There's a lot of moving parts. There's a lot of travel. There's a lot of owns like 85 companies. He's an entrepreneur, and he's always moving around the country.
He's rented some shady homes.
He has rented some shady homes. He has owned some homes that were even shadier. I remember when I first met Glenn, he had moved out of a home that he owned in Cheshire, Connecticut, which was an old time fixer upper.
Oh no!
Oh my! I mean, every standard joke about fixer-uppers was applying to him. Like he was in the Money Pit, that old movie with Tom Hanks.
Yeah, just the bathtub falling through the floor.
Yes, it was that for years and years and years and years and years. Beautiful, like 1800s farmhouse or something. And he was out of there at this point. He had moved into a crappy apartment in the same complex as me. So that shows you how well his life was going at the moment. But he got a good real estate agent eventually, and now he lives in wonderful homes across the country. He's traveling all the time, moving from place to place, and he needs realestateagentsitrust.com. If you are in radio, if you are in that world, you have to move around all the time. That's the world that I lived in. Comedy, I would assume the same thing. You're probably moving around. You get New York, LA, you're in Michigan now. I mean, you got to always live somewhere new. Have a good real estate agent to get you to that new place. Realestateagentsitrust.com. It's realestateagentsitrust.com, a free service to you. So we were talking about these cameras. They're called flock cameras, if you've never heard of them. Hundreds of flock cameras watch Kansas City, for example.
Like of seagulls?
the flock of seagulls. We actually got...
it's all done in like terrible
a cease and
80s.
desist. I know. We got a cease and desist from flock of seagulls.
Did you really? This show? Is it because of the AIDS counter?
No. Surprisingly, no. They predated that slightly. Good for them. But no, we did a song. I think that was I don't know. This is back in the Glenn Beck radio program days. Mm-hmm. We did a song that was kind of based on one of their songs, and they if I remember correctly, they liked the song, and they weren't like, "Hey, get that off the air! How dare you?" Usually, that's what we get from. Because we'll make a song and it's has some conservative tilt to it, and the artist is liberal. They just wanted money.
Oh,
like, hey, remember us? Iran is not really bringing in as much cash as it used to.
Oh, I already know the
and you
song,
can keep it on the air. And we were like, yeah, it wasn't that good. Honestly, we didn't put that much effort into it. So, anyway,
we'll just take it down. They're like, no, please, money.
No, please, just send us money.
Just leave it up.
Flock of cameras. These are, you may have heard them sort of abbreviated in news stories as license plate recorders, and these are the things that it's one thing to have a camera that when you're looking, a crime has been committed, you're looking for that criminal, or you're maybe just generally recording a public space, and that public space, if a crime occurs in that public space, you have some record of it, and you kind of piece the crime together. I think people are sometimes skeptical, but generally comfortable with that concept, right? We understand that when you go into a grocery store, you're probably being recorded, and that's not a huge surprise to you. Especially when it's a private business.
Well, that's news to me.
It is.
I'm going to change some choices I make when I go into grocery stores, but go on.
Mainly, I just don't want to be seen buying that much macaroni and cheese. It's like really uncomfortable.
Mine's just 30 eggplants. I'm going to have a party in my bedroom.
Why would you need 30 individuals?
Not important.
Okay.
Because they're a whole basketball team.
Okay. Yeah, it's too many people on the roster. You might be talking about multiple teams.
That's true. Mm-hmm. You're the Lakers and you're the Knicks. I'm the net. Who wants to score first? This isn't being recorded, I hope, on a vlog camera.
Oh. How does your mind go there? I just can't even. I can't even mentally map what just happened.
You're a
very special person, Dave. You're a very special person.
I really don't know. Even I'm laughing because I didn't expect it to go there either. It surprises
even me.
Yeah, I'm
as
like,
it happens.
Stuff just comes out.
Now, what I'm going to do here is
meant to do that as a pun.
If you're
Go on. Sorry.
If you
news.
If you don't happen to be a broadcaster, what I'm going to do now is filibuster for a couple minutes to separate what just happened from our guest. That's what's going to happen right now, just so you're aware how this show works. No, but I will say the license plate recorders are taking pictures of every single license plate, whether you did anything wrong or not.
Which is not fair. Speeding should be cat and mouse game. Like, you got to catch me.
First of all, I like that idea, but this is not necessarily what these are about. It's not necessarily about speeding. It's like your location is known at all times. You can't just drive your car around anymore, because if they decide they want to find you, they can always track where the last 100 places you've been are that pass one of these cameras. These cameras are all over the place. We've seen some big problems with them. Police have allegedly been stalking people with flock cameras because they can access this. So if their ex-wife or whatever, they want to find them, they can kind of track them down very easily. Not good. There is
it's like RoboCop driving by the house.
Right. All the time. They're recording everything. It's like, it's one thing if you've done something wrong to look back at footage, but like the fact that they're kind of out there taking these pictures of these license plates all the time is really invasive. Even if someone who's not doing something wrong, there's no crime in what you do in the comfort of your home, your comfort of your own home.
Even when I go shopping, I get it. But it's like, but it's true though. Like, you don't want to be constantly recorded. We already have enough of that. Like, aren't you? I'm always afraid someone's just videotaping me.
Yeah.
Like, everywhere, I just assume I'm on camera already. Right. Like, I don't need this too.
Right. Like, I don't even like, this is the thing that a lot of people do in families. Like, there's this thing where you're just constantly sharing your location with your phone to everybody.
It's nuts.
It feels nuts to me. I know, like, I have... The only thing I'm ever going to get caught doing is being in a drive-through. Like, it's going to be embarrassing that I just had dinner and I had to go out to the store and you find me in the Taco Bell drive-through. Like, that's embarrassing.
I wish you were at dinner. I wish you were at a casino right now.
Yeah.
I wish you were anywhere else.
Right. Please stop going through the drive-through.
Are you at Arby's? We just had a full meal. I was,
and you just have that moment where you're just sitting in the parking lot and you look down. There's half the stuff's on your shirt. You're like, why did I do this to myself again? Anyway,
it's because pleasure is pain.
It is.
Line between those is bias thin.
We need to keep the separation going. Okay. So there is a nationwide backlash on this. There should be. It doesn't seem right. I want to bring in someone who actually knows something about this, who is Lauren Fix. Lauren Fix, we love Lauren. She's an automotive expert. She is a co-host of The Drive with Lauren and Karl. She's a contributor, of course, for The Blaze as well. She's been on our programs. She's been on MSN. She's been everywhere. Lauren, thanks so much for coming on the program. Appreciate it.
Hello.
Well, thank you. Hello.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you, Dave. Yeah, this I'm going to fire you up. Let me fire you up.
Please do.
So you've heard about the flock cameras. Why do they call them flock? That's my first question. Are we the flock? Oh, yes, we are. We are the sheep, and they are controlling us. And the cameras that you're calling, they call them ALPRs, which is the nice way of making everyone feel that they're friendly. But the truth is, they're supposed to track your license plates, but they don't. They track the car, the picture of your car, the bumper sticker on your car, whether you're wherever you've been. Do you have a cargo container on your roof? Do you have a bike rack? Do you have a dent? Do you have a scratch? All of that is being tracked. And it's not just at one intersection. It's at every intersection. But wait, so many people have gotten upset about this. You've seen people cutting down poles. You can go on social media and see them. I'm not saying to do that. I'm not condoning that. However, people are doing that. One guy got arrested for sitting in a lounge chair, like he brought like a folding chair out, and on a pole like you would use in a pool, he put a piece of cardboard in front of the camera and he got arrested for obstructing justice. So again, it was a misdemeanor, but it's still all BS.
Yeah.
So the bottom line is, why do you need to have these cameras on the roads? Oh, they're not just on the roads. They're in parks. They're in schools. They're at Home Depot. They're on every single FedEx truck. And don't worry, they just put it on 400,000 school buses that are supposed to stop when people bypass the bus where kids are loading and offloading. They're supposed to take a picture of that person. You get a ticket, a nice ticket. But instead, they're now tracking all of it. So while you're at the curb getting your child on the bus and maybe you're in a bathrobe with your cup of coffee, they got you too. Don't worry. All that's being scanned 24/7. But it gets worse. So many people have complained about these flock cameras that many cities, including Los Angeles, said, you know what? The city of Los Angeles said, we're going to cancel our contract. Instead, we're going to go with another company called Axon, AXON. You can look them up online and wait till you see what they do. They make flock cameras, and their arrogant CEO who says we're all terrorists look like child's play because they've moved it to the whole next level. They have gone even farther, and they're making contracts with people that have ended their flock camera systems. And I'll be reporting on the Blaze coming up this week, a new project they have called Light Post. Yes, they will be putting their cameras on every single light post. No permits, no requirements, just putting them on every single light post. That's about 450 million around the world. And that means every light post on every street will have a camera.
Lauren,
well, I didn't do anything wrong. Did you do something wrong, Stu? Were you speeding?
Not so far.
Apparently.
Honestly,
they're going to send one of those 3-letter agencies to your house.
Oh my God. You know? Morgan Freeman quit working for Batman for way less than this. Way less than this. This is nuts.
I think
I'm on fire over this because this is more. I'm connecting the dots. I'm posting coming up this week a story that connects the dots on why they need all this surveillance, why are they tracking you in your car, why the kill switch. All of this comes together. All these dots are connected. And I will tell you, you're not going to be happy. And we do have to speak up because our Fourth Amendment rights, they're out the door. Don't worry, there's cameras on those firearm stores also. They want to know who's buying what. You buying ammo? You buying a firearm? We already know that, but we want to see you walk out of the store with that so we can take away your Second Amendment rights too. And this was all done under the Biden administration, under the infrastructure bill of 2021. Of course, don't read the bill. No one wants to read those things. Just pass it. We'll see what's in it later.
Lauren's fired up today.
She is. I don't blame her, though.
No, it's legitimate. Lauren, one of the things that's interesting about this as it expands, because you're talking about all these cameras being everywhere, and at some point there's a human limitation, right? You can't look at every single license plate that comes in. But with the advent of AI and the ability for these law enforcement entities and God knows who else to take all this data and put it through an AI filter, they're going to be able to know everything about you, everywhere you go, when you're there, how fast you're going, what car you're in, who you're with. All of this can be processed through AI relatively easily, and God only knows if they start making mistakes with it when they find the data.
All of that has already happened. There's a company called Leonardo who has created a product called Signal Trace. So everything you have your AirPods, they got that. You've got your phone, your iPad, whatever you have that's got a Bluetooth, Signal Trace picks that up and brings it together. So you and I are riding in a car, we're going to lunch together, and it picks up your phone, your iPod, anything you've got in your backpack or your bag or in your pocket with you, it's already got that too. So now it's triangulating everything. And those flock cameras, that information that's supposed to disappear, it doesn't disappear. What ends up happening with all these camera systems that go into data centers, I'm not saying data centers are bad if they're used for good. In this case, I don't think it's being used for good because you can I'm looking for a zebra on a truck, and it would pick up maybe a U-Haul truck that had a picture of a zebra on the side. It had nothing to do with license plates. It can find vehicles that don't even have license plates. So people are trying different things to hide their license plates. That's not going to make a difference. They've already got a picture of who's in the car and everything. Those cameras have been in play for a while. And now when you start putting all this together, this is very invasive. They can find more information about you than you know about yourself. And don't worry, they sell that to the insurance company. There's already tiebacks to all the government controlled things like the police department and everything else. All of this is already in play as we speak.
So you can get mistaken for somebody else by a robot and even a dumber cop?
Yeah.
Well,
this happened, right?
I will tell you that another auto journalist, actually 2 auto journalists I know, we get different vehicles each week to review, and I post them on my Car Coach Reports channel. We get a car, we drive it for a week, we return it, we get another car. Every week's a different car. And most of the time, we don't even print out the approval to borrow the car for a week. Well, I've been pulled over before, and usually a 5-minute conversation with a really nice police officer, and I'm on my way. But in this case, they're ready to draw guns on a fellow journalist who was driving a Land Rover. He happened to be in the Minneapolis area, but he lived out in the suburbs. And even the police officers told him, if you were downtown, we probably would have, drawn our guns at you. 4 police officers to pull over a journalist in a car to say, oops.
Is this
Joel? Got the wrong information.
Joel Feeder? Is that his name?
Joel Fetter. Yes.
Yeah.
I know Joel. Yeah.
$155,000 Range Rover. He's doing a review. It's interesting you describe the life that you live where you get a new car every week. That's the life my wife seems to want, which is interesting because she doesn't review cars. She just It doesn't sound.
It's not as exotic as it sounds.
My wife just wants she wants to support
I don't want to return it. That's one thing. Other cars, it's like, okay, next.
My wife wants to support the auto industry by us taking 80% losses on each vehicle every month or so. She just loves the auto industry.
Remember when kill switches were more quaint, though? You just paid a mobster to put one in your car to shut down your dashboard so it didn't track the miles. And now the government's using it against us.
I know. Can you?
Shame.
Such a
we can thank the 2021 infrastructure bill signed by President Biden. I am totally against this, and I know that Thomas Massey and a bunch of other politicians have tried to remove it. But it's amazing how they all want it there. But what's weird in this kill switch rule, Thomas Massey read it on the House floor, and even AOC was against it. But it still passed.
Wow, and she's stupid.
Yeah, she's a complete moron. She has a kill switch for her brain that has been off for many, many years, and even she's right. There's always those horseshoe issues, right, where like something's so insane that both the far left and the far right think that is crazy. I think that's where we are with this. I do wonder, though, we've had these issues forever, Lauren. I remember going back, I can go, doing the radio show for a million years. And remember, we do entire shows on like, did you know if you have an Easy Pass in your car, they're going to know when you go through a toll, the toll tag is going to tell them, and they're going to know where you are. And it's like, that was true. And people were fired up about it for about a week. And then they were like, wow, I don't have to stop anymore. And it became easier, and it didn't really bother most people. And we've advanced that technology step after step after step. And now people are, scanning their iris to open their iPhone to save a half a second. At the end of the day, are people really going to get on board with this? Or are this just people who are in tune with the Constitution and libertarian types who are really sensitive to this stuff that are going to push back on this? Is this a major issue?
But I mean, this is, not to say, and I realize that's her question, sorry. No, it is. It's true, though. This seems like such a big difference between a toll tag. This is getting to the point where we're going to be having colonoscopy cameras in us all the time. And you're going to have to sit through 7 ads before you take a dump. It's nuts.
Well, I will tell you that this has gone pretty far, and a lot of people have gotten upset. Little towns like Pine Valley, New York, have already had the cameras taken down. This is a local level issue, but you have to be fair warned that when they say, oh, we didn't vote for this, because you have to remember the politicians are being told this. We're getting federal money by putting these cameras up, and then we can use that money for kids events and all kinds of entertainment and events in the city, and everyone thinks great. And then the politician can say to everyone, look, I made your home safer. I made your community safer. You need to reelect me. But you know that they're being fooled, because the truth is these cameras are tracking not just us, but them too. And then when they realize it, they're like, hold on, we better take this for a vote. Then they're claiming to cancel the Flock contract agreement, but then they're signing on with another company who's even worse. So this is 1984. This is totally dystopian. It is far more than what we're even touching right now. And I continually bring this to the Blaze. You can find it on my column in the Align section, but I will tell you, this is pretty deep. This is not far. We're not even done with this yet. They're going to go so deep that you're not even going to know it. Now, Flock has come up with drones. Those drones can read your license plate and your car and your information by 2,000 feet above the ground. And the company that makes them actually own one of their drones is a company called Skydio. And these are amazing products. But
why
I don't
not
like
just
what they're
call it
using them for.
Skynet at this point?
Right.
If you're going to go this far with
this
it.
is bad stuff. I'm not kidding you. I mean, it sounds funny, but it's just so scary that they're following you. And everyone's like, oh, it's about safety. It's about, making life convenient, but you're giving up your freedom.
It's
and you
always
don't
about
get it
safety.
back.
It's always good for
Once
us.
it's
Always for
gone,
the children.
It's gone.
Yeah, we have the
Cameras
freedom
are
of
already
assembly.
on you in
but-
Europe. Every European car as of July 6th has to have a camera pointed at the driver. And it's not just the driver. It's everyone in the car. Guess what? You already probably have that in your car already.
Wow. It's just, there's so much to go over here. We're out of time.
No one, though, should
It's
record
big.
us
It's
in
a
our
big,
cars.
big subject. And suddenly I went from just automotive to this whole world of technology and politics all folded into one. Even people on the far left don't like being tracked. Interesting.
She's the co-host of The Drive with Lauren and Karl, as well as a contributor, of course, at the Blaze. You can get on the Align section of that. Make sure to check out, and her new reporting coming this week, and her YouTube channel as well, youtube.com/@CarCoach reports. Lauren, thanks so much for joining us. We appreciate it, and we'll look for your reporting this week.
All right. Thanks, Stu. Take care, Dave.
Thank you.
Well, Jonathan Cain from Journey is laying into annoying, bitter old man Bruce Springsteen, saying, "Shut up, Bruce." You were born in the USA, so act like it. I will say, shut up, Bruce. I think that every holiday season, when that awful version of Santa Claus is Coming to Town comes on the radio.
Oh, God.
It is one of the worst recordings.
I'm wearing a Don't Stop Believing shirt. It's
you
about
are.
the Lions.
Now, did Jonathan Cain, is that licensed? Did Jonathan Cain get anything from that?
Probably.
Maybe not.
Get them worked up.
I will say, first of all, this is a very cool shirt. I like it. It is look, I think we can all agree he's very annoying and he's very bitter old man, Bruce Springsteen.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know that we can all agree that he sucks. And his music's not nearly as good as everyone gives him credit for. That's where I am in my life. That's what I believe. Okay. But I don't know if everyone else feels that way.
I used to be a fan. I will say with this news, Matt McClowry has never been more proud of his taste in music. I talked to him today, and he likes mainly 80s rock.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So he's very excited that Journey is winning here.
Yes, and they are, in my view.
Indeed, yeah. And also, yeah, like Journey's music, I've noticed that these comments are actually fun to listen to when I've gone through them, as opposed to, anything Bruce says, which pretends to have merit and it doesn't.
Yeah.
I just think, I don't know if he's a bitter old man. I don't know if he's a man. I used to enjoy him. I saw him on Broadway. I saw him live, and now I just find him kind of insufferable.
Yeah.
Because he's a guy who just, it's like, I get a DUI in a Jeep one week, and the next week I know everything about America. Ugh. And I think and he's also, he's admitted that he pretends to be a working man. Mm-hmm. He took his dad's story. That's what he actually plays. He became a rock star in his early 20s. Right. His life wasn't
there's no
hard.
Struggle.
Yeah, there's no The River. There's none of the albums have anything to do with his actual life.
There was no Rocky 1. There was all Rocky 3.
Yes.
Right? He was just a star basically from when he turned 20 years old.
Right. And then you wrote a song called Born in the USA, and you get angry when politicians from all sides play that song at their rallies. What did you write it for?
I mean, it would behoove some politicians to listen to the lyrics of the song, which is just an American bashing piece of crap.
Well, yeah, it's all about gun to kill the yellow man.
Right.
Yeah, it's not
because that's what all of our soldiers did, by the way. This is the guy we're supposed to follow and listen to. The guy who blames an entire generation of our military for just racistly going across the world to kill people that don't look like them. Thanks.
Yes,
Bruce.
Being dragged over there by the government, by the way.
Right.
Which had nothing to do with them, and you would be imprisoned if you didn't go. But sure, that's fine. It was all of their fault. It was their generation that was the problem. Then Bruce, who's just slightly younger, he knows best.
He knows best, Dave. And I will say, rock stars, we're used to it, right? We're used to, the rock star that comes out and they're like, oh gosh, well, let me tell you how to live. There's a great clip from some actress we have to play this week talking about gender nonsense. We have to play it. Is it Anne Hathaway maybe? We have to remind me, please. Please remind me of this after the show. We have to pull this clip and talk about it this week. But that's typical. We're very used to that. There's another step though beyond that on the annoying scale, Dave. I would love to know if you agree with this. When you take one of your old songs and you apply it to a news story that's currently going on that you want to draw attention to, as he did with the streets of Minnesota a few months ago, when there was that one incident where someone was shot. ICE was in the news for 2 weeks and everyone was talking about it. And there's the one incident, which, again, there's a back and forth about it. It was a big story. And he's like, streets of Minnesota. And you're like, oh God, just give up. Turn yourself off.
That was the first song, though, that turned him off to people, for sure, in Philadelphia, that were like, I'm sorry, what's this guy singing about? They're like, it's an AIDS movie. Mm-hmm. It's a gay AIDS movie called Philadelphia. Don't you like that, Eagles fans? Yeah. And here's Bruce Springsteen with a tune for it. Yeah, hold on. I'm just going to go ahead and flip this counter. But also... that was the first one where they were like, is this guy spreading his politics that has to do with we need to be more tolerant to AIDS? Because this is Philly. We're not. Especially in 93. 92 or whatever.
By the way, being tolerant toward disease is not normally the best approach toward that disease. Yeah. I would say maybe being anti the disease is better, not saying, oh, well, we should just constantly coddle everyone who might get it.
Or just walking by urban playgrounds singing about AIDS. It's a little weird. It's not the best video.
Weird take.
Yeah.
And this comes from a guy who has 30 eggplants at his apartment.
You bet. Well, that's not weird. That's what I call my urban playground. and I use it every night. Unfortunately, these flock cameras are some real nosy neighbors.
There are, but it does provide for some good footage for the various tube sites that exist.
Yeah, it helps out. It
helps pay the bills a little bit.
It builds the excitement. Use a water-based lube. Water-based lube.
That was not a moment to insert advice. Just so you know,
insert something. I didn't name any of them advice. There's LeBron.
No, I don't. We don't need any more.
There's Shaquille.
All right. Thank you. Back in a second. Well, there's never been a time where there was more to read and less worth reading. This is very, very true. And every day we're hit with thousands of headlines and posts and videos and hot takes and TikToks and everything else you can imagine. And most of them are forgotten 5 minutes later, if you're lucky. That's why I love what the Blaze is doing with Frontier. It isn't trying to keep up with the news cycle. It is trying to rise above it. Every issue is filled with stories that aren't getting the attention that they deserve. The people, the places, the history, and the ideas that help explain what's unique about this country. Dave is modeling one of the issues right now. Ooh. It's the latest one that has...
I'm covering up Nixon.
Richard Nixon on the cover. There is a bunch of people who are kind of like looking back at his history, his legacy. Was it correctly decided? Trying to revisit that a little bit. They talk about that. They talk about technology, American craftsmanship, small towns, faith, and the people who are quietly preserving the best of our culture. Go to blazeunlimited.com/Stu. Blazeunlimited.com/Stu. Get your subscription before they sell out. The first 50 subscribers use the promo code Frontier40. Get $40 off. And a special bonus, digital access to issues 1 through 5. One of them, a Dave Landau article is in.
I did. I wrote an article for it, and I want to write more. This one's Parting with the Devil in Hell by Gavin McInnes, so I'm going to read this. So, I mean, there's a lot of different people. Charlie the Duff has written an article for this. And this needs to be in airports. I was looking, and they have, like, Newsmax, and that's the only close to conservative thing that they have on the entire shelf.
Yeah.
The rest is like Rosie O'Donnell's Deep Dive, and you're like, oh,
that sounds terrible.
It sounds like her eating muff.
I think people understood Blaze Unlimited.
I'm not kidding. That was on the cover, though. It's the first thing I thought was, that sounds unappealing.
No, it does sound unappealing. BlazeUnlimited.com/Stu. BlazeUnlimited.com/Stu. Code is Frontier40. Join us on Blaze TV, blazetv.com/Stu and Dave. The code is Stu and Dave. We've got comments coming in as well. This one from YouTube. Relation to our show on Thursday. We'd love having Angela on Thursday. Yes. It was really fun talking movies with her. This is this came off of this would make sense in context, but I would be infinitely more excited about Doomsday if Dr. Doom was played by Rick Moranis. It was a theory we threw out there, maybe as a possibility. Nerdrotic explains that Marvel made RDJ, Robert Downey Jr., Doom because Iron Man started the MCU and they want Doom to end it, and that somehow makes it poetic or something. Just seems like a cash grab, as they say.
Makes sense, and I guess in the multiverse, I've been told, because it's a multiverse, different characters can be different people.
That's dumb.
Yeah, agreed. And also, it's an excuse.
It is. It's like the multiverse is like, well, this means none of our stuff has to make sense. That seems to be how they utilize that.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with you on that. That just sums it up.
This one as well from Aaron Behringer. Disney had everything they needed with Star Wars and Marvel. All they had to do was make the nerds happy using the existing material and IP. You have billions of dollars and tons of good material, but they can't help F with everything.
Well
so
said.
True.
Well said.
Amen. Very, very true. Okay, we have Dave Landau across the country. DaveLandau.com is the place to go. New Mexico, August 7th. We got Arizona, Ohio, Michigan, Hawaii, Salt Lake City. I know a lot of people excited for that Salt Lake City show.
Yes, Salt Lake City. I will be at Wise Guys Cabaret, September 25 and 26.
Make sure to go to some or all of those shows.
Dave, Predictable?
Yes, that's coming up as well, Dave. We've got a new episode. We're less than 100 days away from this election. So we're kind of kicking things into full gear after the summer's kind of gone on. This is the final run. Hopefully not for the country, but as we get close to the election, your chance to learn about the election, understand what's going to happen, and also hopefully make some money as well. Predictableshow.com is the place to go. We'll see you later.